तरफ अति निर्माण वर्ल्ड सर्वंट दूसरी तरफ नए ज्ञान की अथॉरिटी। जितना ही निर्माण उतना ही बेपरवाह बादशाह सत्यता की निर्भयता यही सेवा की विशेषता है। कितना भी संबंधियों ने, राजनेताओं ने, धर्म नेताओं ने नए ज्ञान के कारण अपोजिशन की, लेकिन सत्यता और निर्भयता के पोजीशन से जरा भी हिला न सके। इसको कहती है निर्माण और अथॉरिटी का बैलेंस। इसकी रिजल्ट आप सभी देख रहे हो। गाली देने वाले भी मन से आगे झुक रहे। सेवा की सफलता का विशेष आधार निर्माण भाव, निमित्त भाव, बेहद का भाव। इसी विधि से सिद्धि स्वरूप बनी। पांचवा कदम कर्म बंधन मुक्त, कर्म संबंध मुक्त, अर्थात शरीर के बंधन से रिश्ता अर्थात कर्मातीत, सेकंड में नष्ट मोहासमृद्धि, समीप और समान। समझा ना सभी ने, समझा समझा।
Om Shanti. Avyakt signals. Remain constantly in the stage of a detached observer. Always remain beyond and merge in love. Experience all relationships with the One and be lost in the attainments receive from that One, and you will easily remain beyond the atmosphere of the old world. First of all, go beyond the body, and then you will easily go beyond all bodily relationships and possessions. This stage of being beyond is very lovely and unique. Experience coming into action one moment and going beyond the next. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. So today, welcome to our new series with our Dadi Janki ji, and today is the day 1. So, companion of God, and today's topic is honesty. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Everyone is well, okay. Wonderful. Actually, today is beginning of celebration of Holi. Today is the day here in India. Today is the burning of what they call Holika, Holi. Tomorrow we'll be playing colors. Right? So, but for you it will be tomorrow, right? For us it's today. You all must have definitely heard the story of why they burn Holi or Holika. There was this young child of a king. His name was Prahlada. He believed in God, but his father doesn't like his son to believe in God. So he kept testing him, trying to kill him so that he doesn't talk about God. So he did many times, like threw him from top of mountain, wherever, but he was always saved because he believed in God. And father didn't want it to. Let him believe also, he didn't believe. So then his sister, king's sister, Prahlada's aunt had a blessing. You know, many of course good people, but also people who are negative. They also do a lot of intense tapasya and they get some blessings. So one of the blessings she had, if she was given a scarf, and if she wraps that scarf around her, fire cannot burn her. So she told her brother that I will wear this scarf and hold Prahlad in the lap and sit in the bonfire. So Prahlad will be burned and I will be saved. So of course, you know, Prahlad's mother, all family, they always standing around. She got in the bonfire, big one. And with the wind, the scarf went around Prahlad. Scarf wrapped Prahlad. And fire started burning her and she started screaming, but nobody could save her. So she was burned. but Prahlad was left. So he used so many ways, and finally, so even the king had blessings, many, but one was that he cannot be killed on the ground. So one time he finally brought a big sword and he said he will himself kill his son Prahlad. So as he took the sword, and then there was a big pillar. So he said, show me where is God? Where is your God? How, let me see now. How can he save you? So it's a very interesting thing. They show incarnation where the lower part of the body was of human beings and the top was of lion. Because there was some other part like he cannot be killed by a human being. So from that pillar, they call it nursing avatar. This incarnation, they call it God in this form, emerged and he hold the king, put on his legs on the lap and he killed him. So Prahlad was saved, but he was kind of guilty, and because mother became widow, and of course story always have more details, but this is the summary. So what they do here, in the evenings they create bonfire and they make very thick chapatis, like thick round bread, like pita bread, and they tie thread around it and they put in that bonfire and they say that bread is burnt but not the thread. It's a kind of memorial, but for Baba's children, we understand that before playing the colors of the company of God, we have to burn whatever negative, evil, anything which we have, which is not of divine virtues, divine nature. It's very good ceremony to do even for Brahmins. Because we don't want anything to be left in us, right? We want to burn everything. Because holy means holy, means pure. Holy reminds us to be holy. So one is H-U-L-Y, one is H-O-L-I. So today is more really thinking 2 days, lot of celebration here. Cannot come out for 2 days. Generally we all stay in. It's so interesting that 21 sisters and brothers did whole night bhakti last night from 10 o'clock until 5 in the morning. No, you know now that we have so many beautiful Dadi's memorials. Right? So they sat at different ones for a few hours and did tapasya. Again, it's burning. No? So now we will start thinking about our Dadi Janki. She always said, I'm companion of God. One is hands of God, combined form of God. This is companion. She says, when I travel, I take Baba with me. And when Baba travels, he takes me with him. So wherever she went, no, In the beginning, we couldn't afford 2 tickets, so she traveled alone. And when people ask her, have you come alone? She said, no, I have my companion. I have 8 maids also with me. Companion is Baba, 8 maids are 8 powers. I don't travel alone, she said. But also she tells Baba, wherever you go for service, please take me with you. I want to go with you everywhere. So companion is to be together, sharing like partners. It's like you start doing something and you need help, companion comes in. Other one, your partner start doing something. Like when Baba is doing something, we are available. And when we are doing something, Baba is with us. It's a very, very powerful consciousness, very, very powerful awareness, but also you really feel that you're not serving alone, you're not doing anything alone. Baba is your companion. So I will suggest we all first look at this whole umbrella title of companion of God. But then for Baba to be my companion and I to be Baba's companion, we need certain special qualities. And one of that first quality we will be talking about is honesty. Honesty is a vast subject. Honesty first comes into thoughts. When Baba says, remember me alone, have all relationships with me. So I have to be accountable even for thoughts, right? Baba, I'm very honest. I only remember you. It's all right. Baba says for service, sometimes your devotees could emerge, sometimes seekers can emerge. But remembrance of one, my heart is with one, is called honesty. Honesty also is with the time. Sometimes we find those who are on Baba's service, they just sit on computer all the time. And of course they say, oh, we are doing service, but they watch so many different things, right? Even watching news is important, but how long? If I spend hours only watching news, is not honesty in service, in time. I always tell everyone, Baba says, at least 8 hours you should serve me. Actually, companion should be available 24 hours, right? But at least 8 hours. And that is what is called honesty of time. Honesty of thoughts, honesty of time. And also, whatever I have been given as a trustee to take care of, I'm very honest in spending that, very careful in spending that. Some people, majority say, oh, we contribute $51, $101, or $151 as if we are donating to God. But some know that everything belongs to Baba. And from that, I use whatever is needed. Not that I give to Baba. That's really totally for me, since even before Gyan was, we don't donate to God. In the name of God, we used to do charity for poor and needy, but not for God. He has given me. I'm trustee of that. And how do I spend? We learn from Dadi Prakash Pani other than every penny they spend was with honesty. Our standards are not very, very low, nor very high. If you buy something very cheap, it won't last. If you buy very expensive, all the time your intellect is, oh, something might happen to this one, something might happen. So your intellect is very attached to. So that is why, of course, we have to use money, but use it in such a way that whatever is used with that honesty will serve in a very good way. I can tell you so many experiences with honesty with money. But I don't believe in buying or having very expensive things. So whatever we get or Baba provides us, we are good caretaker also. Honest means good caretaker, right? Trustee, but also caretaker. It's not I'm only keeping with me, I'm using as a trustee. So that's honesty with the wealth. So with every aspect of life, there has to be total honesty. So availability, looking at Baba, taking Baba with me as companion, and also in my personal life. Everything belongs to Baba. It's very easy to say. Yesterday, we were chatting and one of the sister was sharing very close to Dadi Janki that when her body was very sick and then she knew, even she lived after that. Mostly Dadi had this habit, whatever she gets, she will immediately deposit into Baba's treasures. Call the brother who takes care, and she said, take it. She kept giving, but this was the last one. She displayed everything and said, call me, sister, do you all want anything? Otherwise, just put it in Yagi, everything. This is what Jagdishbhai did, because if you leave body and you have something, your intellect will be full, you know. Oh, I didn't give this. This one is left. This is left, right? Honesty will help us to remain close to God. Otherwise, even that object can be obstacle in between me and God. I think this is very common. Even in Lokik relationship, if there is something you are hiding, somewhere it will show up on your face from time to time. That thought will stay in your heart. You won't be able to do it properly. So be honest, and that will keep us very, very light, close to Baba and companions of God. So let's remember Baba, burn the holy, and celebrate together here with Bharatvasis. Om Shanti, companions of God, with total honesty, have happy, happy, holy. Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Yes, very special greetings from our sweet Madhuban. Happy Holi to everyone. So today in Madhuban they will be offering bhog. Today's Thursday, so of course the bhog here it's already Thursday. So Thursday bhog as well as the holy bhog is being offered, going to be offered. So anyway, you all are with us here in your subtle form, angelic form. So let's start our Vikti journey. Welcome to our Vikti journey, Mamas Murli, the lucky and lovely star who listened, churned, imbibed, and inspired.
ओम शांति। परम पूज्य और परम पिता परमात्मा को जान गए हो ना? अर्थात अपने बेहद बाप को समझ गए हो ना? आत्मा ही तो समझेंगी ना? आत्मा भी वैसे इस आंखों से तो नहीं देखी जा सकती है। देखी जा सकती है? नहीं। तो परमात्मा को भी तो भले इस आंखों से नहीं देखते हैं, परंतु जानते हैं कि हम आत्मा, जो भी मैं आंखों से यहाँ देखी जाने वाली नहीं हूँ आत्मा, परंतु मैं जानती हूँ मैं आत्मा हूँ। आत्मा को भी तो जाना जाता है ना, तो परमात्मा को भी जाना जाता है। भले दिव्य दृष्टि से देखे भी, परंतु भला देखा ना, हाँ, फिर भी तो उसके लिए जानना पड़े कि देखी हुई चीज क्या है, का ऑक्यूपेशन, उनका पहचान तो सब फिर बुद्धि से जाननी पड़ेगी ना। जान कर करके तो बुद्धि से फिर उसे याद रखना है। तो ये सब ऐसे भी नहीं है जो दिव्य दृष्टि से देखते हैं तो वो कोई ज्योति रूप का बैठ करके ध्यान करने का है, ऐसा भी नहीं है। तो उनका कोई ध्यान रखने का है नहीं। ये तो बुद्धि से बाप है। जैसे बच्चे को बाप सारा दिन कोई फोटो रख कर करके थोड़े ही यहाँ फोटो सामने ला कर करके, मानसिक भी कहीं करते हैं नहीं, मानसिक वो मूर्ति को ला कर करके मानसिक पूजा करते हैं, सारी पूजा मानसिक करते हैं, ये करते हैं। कहीं ये सब भक्ति मार्ग में तो बहुत, ऐसा भी नहीं है। ये तो बाप के हैं प्रैक्टिकल, हाँ। और बाप को याद रख कर करके बाप का जो फरमान है, बाप की जो आज्ञा है, उसी को पालन करते रहना है। ये है उनका फरमान। बाकी ऐसे नहीं कहता मेरा सारा दिन तू मेरा चित्र बुद्धि में मानसिक भी रख कर करके खाली तू उसको देखते रहो ना। कहते याद रखो, मुझे याद रख, मुझे भूल ना, ऐसे ना मुझे देखते रहो। कहा भी है गीता में भी है, मन मना भव, मन को निरंतर मेरे में स्थित कर, अर्थात तो मन को स्थित माना, मन बुद्धि से तो याद में चीज जाएंगी ना, बाकी ऐसे भी नहीं है। तो उसका बैठ करके ध्यान कर, या उन्हें चित्र का, या उसके लिए तो फिर बैठना पड़े ना। अगर उसके चित्र का ही ख्याल करे तो ख्याल करने के लिए चित्र मानसिक भी है तो बैठना पड़े। नहीं, वो कहते नहीं, तो मेरा ध्यान रख, याद रख, और मैं कौन हूँ, किसकी संतान हूँ। जैसे लौकिक रीति में भी बाप का, खानदानी का, बाप के पोजीशन का तो ध्यान रखा जाता है। नहीं, बाकी सारा दिन बाप का फोटो, चाहे मानसिक भी फोटो, घड़ी घड़ी फोटो फोटो फोटो, उनको थोड़े बैठ कर करके देखेंगे कौन सा बाप है, बाप का ऑक्यूपेशन क्या है, बाप की पोजीशन क्या है। मैं ऐसे बाप का बच्चा हूँ और ऐसे बाप के बच्चे का क्या फर्ज है, और मुझे भी बाप को फॉलो करना है। बाप के खानदानी को, बाप के कुल को अथवा पोजीशन को कोई लग न जाए कुछ का, इसीलिए वो ख्याल रखेंगे कि हमारे कर्तव्य में कोई ऐसी बात न हो। मेरा कर्तव्य अच्छा रहे, और अच्छा कर्तव्य भी कैसे अच्छा होता है उसका भी बाप ने बैठ कर करके समझाया है। तो ये सभी चीजें बुद्धि में रख कर करके अपने एक्शंस को ठीक रख कर करके चलना है। तो ये है बाप से याद, अथवा बेहद बाप की हम संतान है, जो बुद्धि में रखने का है। तो गीता में भी पहले पहले मन मना भव का है, फिर बीच में का, फिर एंड में का है। 3 बार है उसमें मन मना भव का बैठ कर करके सुनाया है। तो आखिरी में भी, पहले में भी और मध्य में, बीच में भी ये वार्निंग दी है कि बच्चे बाप को याद रख। तो है मूल बात यही है, और इसी से ही हमको बाप से बल मिलना है अपने पापों को, क्योंकि अभी तो पाप आत्मा है ना, तो उसको अभी स्वच्छ बनाना है। इसीलिए इसके याद की मदद लेनी है, तो पापों को नाश कर करके। इसलिए कहते हैं अभी यहाँ इसी से ही तुमको बल मिलेगा, इससे ही तुम्हारे कर्म भी ऊंचे रहेंगे। यहाँ भी तुम कर्म ऊंचे का बल तुमको, जब पाप का बोझा नाश होगा ना, तब अगर पाप का बोझा सिर पर होगा तो फिर तुम्हारा यहाँ भी कर्म ने वो मैल चढ़ी हुई है, मैल उतरती जाए तो तुम्हारे को भी कर्म करने का वो आवे रोशनी। इसीलिए बाप कहते हैं याद करो और अपने कर्म को भी संभलते और स्वच्छ बनाते चलो। तो ये तो मुख्य बातें बुद्धि में अच्छी तरह से रख लेने की है।
Om Shanti. So tomorrow is Thursday and our schedule will remain same, but as you all know that it will be holy time. Happy holy time. So tomorrow's Thursday Bhog will be special as well. So we'll include the holy Bhog and Thursday Bhog together, and it will be offered from Peace Village. And also Sakar English Muli from 5 to 6 p.m. Rest of the schedule will remain same, including 3 times Yoga Bhatti during the day, 10 minutes. So today, as it was the first day of our Dadi Janki ji, companion of God, and we will start new homework. And for that, I would like to invite our dear angel sister Judy. She will be guiding us through this whole series, Companion of God. Welcome.
Om Shanti, everyone. Thank you, Bhumika. Om Shanti, Didi. It feels like you're not gone with these evening visits. And I'm just thinking what a show of love it is for Didi to come every morning at 5 a.m. in India and be with this family. It is so loving. It's such a generous thing. And I'm very touched myself. And I'm very happy to spend this month of March remembering these two wonderful souls. I loved the reflections on Dadi Gulzar, including her wonderful new memorial and how beautiful that is. And remembering her makes us close to God, right? Because we looked at that face when we experienced God's presence, Avyakt Bhaktada. So now the rest of the month, we turn our attention to a soul that took such good care of those of us out of India, Dadi Janki. She was in charge of making us good and spiritual and strong. And a lot of those of us who were together over these nights will have met Dadi at some point. So it makes me very happy to be remembering her. Last year, actually, I did some remembering of Dadi with you all. And so I've gone back to my notebooks again because I used to sit with her and take notes of everything she said. And then she made me send those notes out to people. So I would type them up and send them around, but I've kept the notes. So throughout the month, as I think with you about Dadi, I will reflect from my own notes and other sources too. So this companion of God, if you ever sat in a room with Dadi Janki ever, she always opened the same way, right? Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Who am I and who do I belong to? It was her ground. It was the way she began everything. And this business of being a companion of God requires that we do certain things. We can call out to God like devotees, but to really be a companion of God, to really keep in God's company, we have to make a certain quality of effort, right? We have to do certain things, hold certain states inside. And so what I'd like to do with you, we're going to be together for 16 days. So for the first 8 days, I want to think with you about what we have to do inside so that we can keep God as our companion. And then for the second 8 days, we'll think about when God is my companion, what am I able to do? What capacity does this give me? So let's start with this business of companion of God. On October 12th, 2013, Dadi Janki met with the regional coordinators, and she said to them, the basis of your fortune is feeling the experience of closeness and companionship with Baba. Now, who is giving you gyan and with whom are you having yoga? And what virtues are we imbibing? Not only deity virtues, but godly virtues. So she spoke about, she said the reason that we have to be a companion of God is that for so long the soul has been without God. So she said the soul has become so depleted and tired that it's hardly able to remember its purpose, let alone achieve it. So that's why we have to keep God as our companion. We're reviving ourselves from all of those births of starvation, right, where we didn't have him with us. So Dadi talked often about honesty. There were a few things she talked about a lot that mattered a lot to her. One was honesty. She also talked about cleanliness. She talked about simplicity. These things are very close. But this evening, we're thinking about honesty. And here's what she said about honesty. She spoke of it in two ways. The first way is the one you would normally think of. She said, out of all the virtues, the main one is honesty. If we feel someone is not being honest with us, our love breaks. Whether it's our mother, father, husband, wife, or friend, if we feel that they are being dishonest, love breaks. In terms of our relationship with God, if we are honest with God, we will draw his love. If we are not, that love will break. Even if we have no other virtue than this one virtue of honesty, we will be able to draw God's love. Interesting, isn't it? We don't have to be perfect. If we're just honest, even about being imperfect, we draw Baba's love. She said the first kind of honesty, as Mohini Didi said, she said the first kind of honesty is with myself, so that has to do with my thoughts. If I am honest with myself, there need be no situation in which I am not honest with others. So if I'm honest with myself, I will automatically be honest with others. Honesty does not mean simply speaking whatever's in our mind. I'm going to tell you off and tell you what I'm really thinking about you. No, she said honesty means to be very clear about everything going on inside of us. So if there's a disturbance inside of us, if there's heaviness inside of us, honesty is for us to see that, to know that, to be aware of that, so that we can clear that. She said, honesty means to be very clear about everything going on inside of us. Where there is honesty, feelings become pure and clean. Honesty, and this is the other version that is deeper, honesty is where there are no other thoughts or feelings inside, only those that God himself would have. So the deeper notion of honesty, so one is I see what's going on in me, my awareness of myself, my thoughts are honest, which brings pure feelings. But the other is that there are no other thoughts or feelings other than those that God would have. So this is the honesty we're aspiring to, right? This is what it means to be Bapsama. I have the same thoughts as Baba. I have the same feelings as Baba. Such clarity is reflected in our words. They will be filled with the power of truth and spoken with ease and without hesitation. The genuine honesty cultivated within us is what will reach out and touch others. And this is what we felt from Dadi, right? Was completely honest with us. And then finally, she said, being easily influenced by people will diminish our ability to remain honest. So don't be influenced by anyone, because that will create dishonesty inside. Others will not be able to get the feeling of truth from us, and our interactions will not carry a feeling of love. So for Dadi, honesty was about love. Honesty was about pure feelings, and honesty was what would draw God's love. So to be honest inside allows Baba to be our companion. If we're dishonest, he won't be with us. Our dishonesty will keep him away. So that's honesty, which is the virtue for tonight. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to keep the same process that we used with Dadi Gulzar. So at Amrit Vela and throughout the day, we'll revise that awareness for that day. So tomorrow morning in Amrit Vela, yes, it's holy, and you're thinking about honesty. You're reflecting on honesty. As with our homework on Dadi, we will carry on Dadi Gulzar, we will carry a subtle recording device throughout the day, which just means that we will pay attention to whether we are maintaining this inner state of honesty. At midday and in the evening, we'll play back in our minds any conversation that stands out. Take the opportunity to check and change. If I was dishonest even a little bit, it should come back to me and I can check that and change it. And then at night, we'll reflect on our satisfaction level and the impact we have left on others. We'll ask ourselves whether we feel we have moved through the day as a companion of God. All right? So we'll do this adventure together. So here is the homework. Honesty. Be an honest soul who follows Srimat in every step. Have honesty in your thoughts, words, and deeds. Internally, have no rubbish in your nature, feelings, or old sanskars. When you are honest, you will be loved by God and by the divine family.
Honesty. Be an honest soul who follows Srimat in every step. Have honesty in your thoughts, words, and deeds. Internally, Have no rubbish in your nature, feelings, or old sanskars. When you are honest, you will be loved by God and by the Divine Family.
सच्चाई। हर कदम श्रीमत पर रखने वाले सच्चे बनो। सच्चाई मनसा, वाचा, कर्मणा तीनों रूप में चाहिए। कोई भी भाव स्वभाव पुराने संस्कारों का भी किचड़ा नहीं हो। जब आप सच्चे हैं तो आप प्रभु प्रिय और देवी परिवार के प्रिय बन जाते हो।
Om Shanti.
Bye, everyone.
Om Shanti.